What's up, Fishin-atics? Hey, y'all. So today for Tacklebox Tuesday, what we're going to be doing is kind of like a remake of the last one, except we're going to use a little bit different equipment. I also feel that I didn't do my due diligence, or I did you guys an injustice by not showing you the finished product of the bell weight and how it was made. Well, I did show you the finished product, but I'm going to go over on how I did it at the very end. Okay, so real quick, Junior here, look at that, boom, he's checking out. He just got done making his weight. We're going to walk you through the steps. All right, so here we go. All right, everybody, here's the main tools you're going to need. So first and foremost, boom, lead and a heater. All right, next is this is a cast iron ladle with a spout. You definitely want a spout when you are using this. Okay, so this is can you mind open it for me so I can show them? As you can see, this is a spider weight or spider sink or whatever mold by Do It Molds. So if you show the top, okay, go ahead and close it. Show everybody the top. Okay, because it has its own two spouts. Okay, so you definitely want with that. Next, wire clippers, and here's my other one. And then finally, see this is a this is some welding rod. This is 1/16. You can also use 3/32. Both work very well, and hopefully when you get done, the finished product is something like that over there. All right, Junior, bring it over and show them. Like that. And then we're going to go over this one. Get the other one, please. And this one. The other one. Yes. Okay, and if y'all watched my other fisherman from down here in Texas, Third Coast Fishing, big shout out to him. He showed you the proper way to bend a spider sinker. That was a bell shaped. These are teardrop shaped, so you can use two different ways. All right, you take them starting like this, and you take your wire cutters or your pliers, and you can bend them straight up from the bottom like so. Or you can bend it straight out, more like a basket type. Now these two have two different pros and cons. This one is great because it's more, I want to say aerodynamic, but hydrodynamic is a better term. It'll sink faster and poke into the sand like so. It'll go down and boom. However, that being said, if it hits something firm like on the one side, it has a lot of tendency to roll like so. That's why I prefer this. Bend the legs out, and it may not sink as fast, but when it does, it goes in like so, and you can see the legs will sink in more and more of them, so it will root faster. All right, let's move along. Okay, guys, so once we're done, the finished product should look like this. All right, now there's two ways to bend these. You can use the basket method or the V or arrow or pyramid method. Okay, both have their pros and cons. I will show you each. Okay, so for this one, when you cast it in, it sinks down. But even though it's more hydrodynamic, it has a chance to roll. This may not be as hydrodynamic because there's more force, but when it goes down, it sinks down, and all four legs will root in the sand quicker. All right, so first steps is we grab our welding rod. This is 1/16. You can use, I have some the 3/32. You can definitely tell the size difference. Either way works. I use these for my heavier leads because they chances are, if I'm needing something to stick in the sand more, I'm going to need something else a little more sturdy. So, all right, we have our mad scientist assistant here. So we have our mold. First step is, once you have snipped your welding rods, is to put the eye in the mold. So these are size 2. I got size 2 short and I got size 2 long. That's what she said. Now Junior is going to go ahead and place tape over it. There's the long. Good thinking. All right, so you can you put them side by side so they can see the difference? Okay, good. I just prefer the long because that's what she said. It'll root faster. So go ahead, Junior, put it in. Show the people how to do it. Now I put the piece of tape over it so it doesn't fall down there. Now we grab our welding rod. He places them together tightly and puts them in the mold. Now notice it's about halfway up because you need to have it halfway up. If you notice that in the bend there is this right here, that's so the lead can flow through it. Now once it's tight, straight up and down, go ahead and close it. Take your time, slow is steady, slow is smooth, smooth is fast, like we did in the Army. Now you see how it's nice and tight. You don't want any lead leaking out. All right. Now, if you've noticed, this cast iron ladle is sitting in there because what you want to do is make sure this is warm or hot as well, because if it's cold, it'll go ahead and harden up real quick. Now, I want to show you something right here. You see the little top? There's some dirty stuff, right? All you do is lift that, take it out to here, dump it out. You'll have dirt and lead. It's just dust and stuff that happens. So we go ahead and, Junior, whenever you're ready, dun, 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 dun. Take your lead, slide it over top. Make sure the spout is going towards the funnel. And it's fine if spillage goes out. You just need to fill it. There you go. Fills it to the top. Waits a few seconds. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. Opens it up. And voila, ladies and gentlemen. Dun, dun, dun. Now we just go ahead and pop it out, buddy. Wait. Go to the other side because you got some lead leaking down the side. Turn it over. Now, this will happen, so make sure you go ahead and use your handy dandy pliers to pull it from the top, because just think of it as a bend it back like so. Yeah. All right, now you should be able to knock it out. All right, takes that. You got your excess. Now you got your wire cutters. Take it right there. And oh, there you go. And show them the finished product. Good job. Now we take that excess, just dump it back into the heater. Reuse, reduce, recycle. That's the whole point of this, right? Now I'm going to show you guys something else real quick. Since Junior is our star of the show. All right, Dad's got to get in a little bit more. So I have some old 1 ounce sinkers. I never use them. Okay, so all you do is you get your any holding device. I'm just using the welding rod. You just let it sit in there for a minute. Move that over a little bit more. Okay, let it sit. And this shows how hot this thing is. Give it few more seconds. And you can see right there, the dirt that was on them. Take it out. Now, that way, these eyes, you can also reuse those, and you reuse your lead. So check it out. Every time you do this, you can go ahead and bang it out right here, and then take a handy dandy screen. And then what you'll do is you'll scoop it all in, kind of like you're sifting for gold. Get all that dirt out, pump it back in. Just constantly, just all you gotta do is keep doing that. But all right, I will show you the steps on snipping the, what are they called? The welders things. All right, ladies and gentlemen, so I was gonna go over this first, but I wanted to highlight my favorite cameraman, favorite mad scientist assistant. My main man, my firstborn, blood of my blood, named after me, Michael. Check it out. All right. We have our welder's rod. This is the 1/16. My magic number with this, when you're using this, is 10. So we go ahead, take this right here, measure it out to 10, like so. Well, this is falling all over the place. All right. Got my finger there. Take this like so. Bum, bum, bum. Ooh, they fly everywhere. Now here's the important part when you're bending them, okay? You can just go straight from here because typically it does bend in the middle. So what you do is you just make sure, watch the two tips. What you're trying to do is make them meet before you get a solid bend. Or you could measure it if you want to. But I'll grab these, I'll pinch it down a little bit so I got a bend. Now I take this. Can you see what I'm doing? Okay. I'll go to about here with this little curve. Now, make sure they don't cross. So what you do is you just pinch it here, squeeze it down. Oh, I made them cross anyway. That's okay, because you can still go like so. There you go. And then I want more of a bend, so I'm gonna go squeeze it together a little bit more. And now you have this. So that way the lead will flow through. Okay? Now, let's say you guys run out of your eyes. Well, you can open with these are about 3 feet long, so what do? Well, I took this one and I just kind of measured it eyeball wise and did the same thing. So what I do here is I measured it, got that little loop, so that way it fits nice and tight in there. And then I take my other one and just place it right below it so it meets up nice and tight together. And then, oops. Then you reuse, reduce, recycle, and you can do like so. That's it, everybody. I'm gonna go ahead and start melting some more weights down. My cameraman's gonna go do what he does. As you can see, we've been working. You see all these wires all over the place. Weights take time. Time is money. The last thing I'm going to show you, like I said, I didn't want to, I don't feel like I did my due diligence and kind of like left you guys hanging. So what I'm going to do, yep, see there they are. There's the two eyes. That way you don't got junk in there. With the mold from last time. You guys remember that? So all you do is take 2 of these, put them together, and then you're going to grab your third one, and then you're gonna, so you got your, this will be the eye of your bell sinker. So now we just take it about to, I would say here, because you want it close. And then you're going to take it, bend it out, and then from here, bend it up so you have a little arch, okay? I've already done all that. So what I did is I put the two together, as you can see, run a little thing through, so that way it holds it steady. I don't need to do this anymore. I just had that holding on there like so. Now, as you can see, it's in there. I take my lead, just make sure you can gently pour it. you go. Then you just clip off the residual edge. You got that bell sinker. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that. Too easy. Homemade sinkers. Almost store-bought looking. That's a wrap. So y'all know what to do, right? Keep them lines tight, them rods bent. We out. Post-credit scene. That was 5 minutes. Got my mad scientist right here. He's going to do it at combat speed. Ready? And go. I'm not even going to talk through it. I'm going to sing like Mary Had a Little Lamb. Daddy caught a big, big fish. Like so. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. Phenomena. Do 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 do. There you go. 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005. And there we go, ladies and gentlemen. All right, that's a wrap. For real this time. You know what to do.
Keep those lines tight and rods bent. We out.